welcome to The Pancho Show, episode 2. Last week I posted a video focused on goals. Today I'm going to share with you how to tie it all down, how to really grab those goals and lock them in so that you don't miss out on them. Because let's face it, setting goals is easy. I am a master at setting goals. If you don't believe me, ask anybody that knows me. Sticking to them is the problem. I'm also a master at failing at that. I went over some strategies last time to maximize your chances of achieving your goals, some simple tools and activities that if you do them, chances are you will hit those goals. Some things like writing them down daily and just reading them over all the time consistently, things like that. The challenge comes in the way of monotony. As you build these new powerful habits of reviewing your goals, for example, you go through a process that is just not very exciting. Our current debilitating habits are so ingrained in us that we keep going back to them over and over and over. This is called normal. These are habits that we've developed and created over the course of years. So we can't just go from one day to the other and make them disappear, right? I've always been a pretty logical guy, and this issue just simply makes sense to me if you think about it. Now, the things that I share with you won't give you any immediate results. It takes time. And since nowadays we are so freaking used to getting everything that we want right away, I mean, we can buy anything online and get it within a few hours sometimes. We want everything fast, we want it now. So it's easy to fall off the wagon of doing these activities that are monotonous and boring because your brain will naturally create the thought of, shit, that doesn't work. Even though you consciously know that it does work, subconsciously you start creating doubts. Your focus is just distracted by more shiny objects, the get rich or get ripped in 2 days scheme that so many people are selling on social media and everywhere actually. I mean, it's pretty crazy if you think about it. Doing these activities day in and day out requires you to really want it. Whatever it is that you set as a goal, you really want to take it for yourself. But sometimes you just need to, number one, understand that it's going to take time, and number two, and this is really important, you have to make sure you don't forget your why. Why the heck is that goal important to me? Why am I trying to achieve that? Why am I willing to fight my butt off to be able to get it? So it's a pretty powerful subject, right? I think you'll agree with me. This alone can change people's lives. I mean it. Once you figure out your own why, you will become totally unstoppable. Any things that come across your way that get in the way of your goals, you're going to be able to just crush right through them or just make new paths to go around them. Now the challenge is how to figure out your why. Everybody asks, why am I doing everything? Sometimes people post my why and this like that. Well, let's try to figure it out. First, let's focus on why people do anything. People do anything, and animals, everybody pretty much, for one of two reasons only. Either to avoid pain or gain pleasure. Those are the only two reasons why we would do anything. Avoid pain or gain pleasure. So I'm going to show you a simple exercise. It's a very simple exercise. It's pretty fast to explain, but it's not easy. It's going to require you to open up your mind and really dig deep for answers. Really go into your inner being. It might require some time, maybe even for you to go to bed thinking about it and hopefully waking up with the answer. This is actually something that happens to me super often and I love it. The best answers to a lot of the questions that I ask myself constantly come in the middle of the night for me. It's pretty cool. Sometimes I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and be like, that's it. It's pretty cool. Now obviously this doesn't happen if right before bed I'm browsing on social media or watching a stupid movie or something. This usually happens when I ask these questions to myself while I'm journaling right before bed or really thinking about it, maybe reading a book that has to do with the questions that I'm asking, and then all of a sudden I'll go to bed and wake up and boom, there it is. It's pretty cool. So consider right now as we go through this, consider writing down your answers so that you can go back to them later on. Maybe even in a few weeks or months or something, you'll be like, damn, really, I was missing that. This technique is called 7 levels deep, and I apologize because I don't know who came up with it. The first time I heard it was from a guy named Mike Dorkman at a mastermind meeting. I looked into it further online and I think it's the best. Again, it's very simple. So here's how it works. Number one is, excuse me, I got something stuck in the back of my throat. I need you to first think of a goal. Any goal. It can be a vacation, a new car, a new house, a certain result in your business or your health. It could be any goal. And then ask yourself, why? Pretty simple, right? Why am I doing this? Why is getting this important to me? The first thought that comes to your head, that's your answer. But it doesn't stop there. So the first thought is you're going to be like, okay, that's it. That's why I want to do it, right? It could be all kinds of things. And just think about it. There's no right or wrong answer. Then you take that answer and go a little bit deeper. Now, don't skip the steps. Don't try to figure out what is a deep why. No, just go through the process. Trust me. Take that answer and go a little bit deeper and say, why is that important to me? How will it make me feel and why? Okay? Grab that answer. Put it into another question. Go even deeper. Why is feeling this way, or why is doing that, or why is achieving that important to me? Do this over and over again 7 times or so. By the time you're done, you're going to likely be surprised. Just keep going. Trust me in the process. I promise you it'll be worth it. You will find that buying that car or going on vacation really means a whole lot more than you even imagine. And here's the best part of this whole thing. Typically, once you get an answer to one goal, if you really went deep enough in it, you will find that that's the same answer for all the others. This is likely your real and most powerful why for your life in general. This is the real reason why you want to do anything. And once you figure it out, you will find that it just stays in the forefront of your thoughts and actions, which is pretty damn cool. Now, grab that answer and put it somewhere where you can see it all the time. Again, keep it in the forefront. You'll probably do it already automatically because you'll be like, damn, that's pretty cool. However, if you can keep constantly reminding yourself of it, it's even more powerful. So put it in your home, put it in your office, put it anywhere. Write it down and use it as an affirmation in the mornings. Just repeat it over and over again. Make it your cell phone wallpaper. That way, whenever you unlock your phone, you can see it. Because at the end of the day, making this clear, you won't forget why you're putting up with the boring, monotonous stuff that oftentimes must be done in order to go to the next level. When I've done this exercise with friends or people on my team, for example, a lot of times they're blown away. A lot of times they didn't expect what came out towards the end. It's like, what the heck? It turns out that you're really not that conceited. It turns out that in the end, everything that you're trying to do is for the betterment of society in some way, or to give back to people that don't have it, or to show others what can be done. We have some pretty cool, good, naturally good things in our subconscious that help us go through this. So it's pretty neat. So at the end of the day, like I said, I think it's a very valuable tool. And I think that if you apply it and you follow this technique, you're going to be able to find some answers that are really, really neat. So give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. I mean, I know I'm a sales guy, so I may not be the easiest guy to trust, but trust me on this one. Just take some time, focus in on it. The whole video explaining how to do it took me less than 10 minutes. Sit down for 15, 20 minutes of your own time and go through this. I appreciate you guys watching this. I really do. It means a lot to know that I have some supporters out there that are really engaging, sending me comments. If you like this, go ahead and share it with some friends, family members, maybe somebody that you feel might be in a little bit of a funk. It's awesome to hear back from people and tell me, you know what, that was cool. That was awesome. I'm doing this for just, if it can help one person out, that's all good with me. Alrighty? So again, thank you so much for your support, for taking the time to watch this. I know your time is very valuable, so I appreciate it. All right, thank you very much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and go kill your goals. Grab those goals, figure out your why, and go annihilate them. Peace.